Do you guys remember in Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power when Frieza was looking up at the Omni Kings and he said this? Frieza at the time was only as powerful as Golden Frieza, and he was looking at the Omni Kings like he wanted to rule over them, and he was kind of like dumbfounded as to why they were ruling in the first place. Well, this scene we knew was going to come back to bite us at some point, and it was going to be the destiny of Frieza to fulfill this statement, but we didn't really know when it was going to happen and how. Well, we finally have figured it out what the next Dragon Ball Super arc is going to be, and why Frieza wasn't interested in Goku and Vegeta at all at the end of the Granola arc. All this information has been made available to us since the Dragon Ball Daima episode, so we're going to be diving right into this, and trust me, you're going to be excited to see what happens next. As always, I cover Dragon Ball content. Make sure to hit the like button if you love Dragon Ball. Let's go ahead and jump in.
You dare to mock the great Dabura!
For the Jump Festa event that just took place in December, we got this artwork from Toyotaro. Finally came out of his semi-retirement to draw something for us that is teasing what the future of Dragon Ball is going to be, and this is the artwork he put out. This is Frieza in his black form, but this is not like any other black form that we've seen. We normally see Frieza looking like this, but in this we see that he is actually kind of metallic, like his gray areas are metallic, and he's inspired by fan art. So this is what Toyotaro decided to put out, showing us that the future of Dragon Ball Super's manga is about Black Frieza. That is fantastic, a-okay, super excited about it. But what is going to happen next? Well, this is where we get into the newest episode of Dragon Ball Daima, where we get a bunch of lore beyond even the Supreme Kai and the Kaioshin lore. We get lore on who is stronger than Zeno, who is Zeno's counterpart, and why the universes are the way that they are. This character right here, his name is Frieza'S, and yeah, he's extremely important to the entirety of Dragon Ball Super's lore, because he is the reason we have Dragon Ball in the first place. He created the universes. So ages ago, the Supreme Demon King wanted to expand the demon realm, so he ordered Frieza'S to create new universes. Now Frieza'S is what is called a super Majin. A Majin basically just means demon, so he is a super demon. He's extremely powerful with his magic and his powers, physically not so powerful. Basically this guy, but the demon version of him. And when the Supreme Demon King ordered him to create more universes and expand the demon realm, that is exactly what Frieza'S did. And so Frieza'S created the universes that we see in Dragon Ball Super. All those universes he created brand new to expand the demon realm's territory, and the Majins that came from the demon realm decided to migrate throughout all these universes. Basically, the entire makeup of all of Dragon Ball came from the demon realm originally, but throughout eons and eons, new species were created on these planets, and these are the creatures from the outside planets that do not have the pointy ears, the Saiyans, the Frieza race, all those. Like these new beings are basically aliens to the demons, the Majins that are in the demon realm. And all these universes were under the control of Frieza'S. He is essentially like the original Omni King. He is the guy that appointed the Glin races to be Supreme Kais over the universes in the first place. This guy is extremely powerful, and he's the predecessor to the Omni King. Eventually, the Supreme Demon King's reign ended, and his successor, who's essentially this guy right here, if he looks familiar, this is Dabura's father. he decided to close off the demon realm and basically sever the link between the demon realm and the new universe is the outside realm. This is something that they talk about a lot in Dragon Ball Daima. The reason they have to go through all these gates to get to the demon realm is that because it is extremely closed off. Abura, he is just a terrible demon king successor because he also lost the evil eye. I mean, a lot of bad things went down under his realm. So yeah, this guy's not a good demon king. And then the mantle went to Dabura. Once Majin Buu killed Dabura, that is where we get to Dragon Ball Daima, where there is a new succession crisis within the demon realm, and everyone is trying to get the throne, and that's exactly what's going on. But why are they trying to get the throne in the first place? Because the Demon King has immense power over all the demon realms, and I mean, he can do things like close off the barrier and open it back up. So this is a power that everybody wants, and again, it is something that the entire premise of Dragon Ball Daima is surrounding. So how do I bring Frieza into this? Well, Frieza right now is looking for a way to one-up the Omni Kings, and we just got an entire arc for Dragon Ball Daima showing the demon realm. So the way that I see it here is that his next target is going to be whoever is the successor in Dragon Ball Daima as the Demon King, and he is going to try to come either take the throne or try to manipulate the demon realm, because there are far more possibilities and a lot more magic down here, something that I think someone like Frieza would 100% be into. And seeing as how a being like Rymus, who is that powerful, basically started all the universes and is the predecessor to the Omni Kings, this is something that Frieza would be extremely interested in, trying to figure out how he can get a one-up on the Omni King, depending how much deeper they go into this lore, because this lore really came out of nowhere. They dropped it out of nowhere, giving us all this information, and it only makes sense for them to give us all this and to wait for Dragon Ball Daima to be over for the Dragon Ball Super manga to come out, because they want us to get a little bit of prep before we go into this arc. And if you watch Dragon Ball Daima, I'm sure the new arc, it'll pay off 110%. So Frieza in the demon realm, going for the new Demon King, or trying to become him in the first place. This is what I think that the new Dragon Ball Super manga arc is going to be. This is going to be the cleanest way for them to connect Daima to the Super manga effortlessly. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments.
Subscribe for more content.